Hey guys. Hi. Hi. What's up? We're back. Yes, it's Sunday. Praise the Lord for all of you that went to church today. Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, I went to Bedside Baptist today, guys. Bedside Baptist, honey, right here in my house. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The Lord is everywhere. You do not have to go in a church to, be near the Lord. I did not get to go to church today. I stayed home today. I got some stuff done that I needed to today. I still have my connection with the Lord and whatnot. Washed my hair, conditioned my hair, all the stuff that I do need to do to my hair. Now, listen, it was a day of relaxation. I cooked today. I did all the stuff I needed to do. Okay. Yes, thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat earlier, ABK. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, it's me, she, her. Y'all see y'all putting it in there. Said yes. So that hair is washed and yes, I had to wash and condition my hair today, y'all. I hate doing, and I do my own hair. I don't go to the beauty shop. I used to have a guy that used to do my hair. But yeah. I just started back doing my own hair. I cut my own ends. I do my own hot oil treatments. I do my own flat irons. Like I cut my own ends. Like it's a damn job. But I do my own hair now. Most of the time I try to keep it pulled back because I don't really put a lot of heat on my hair so it can be healthy. But for the most part, it's a damn job, but I try to keep it done for the most part. So when I step out, this is me when I step out, but I said today I'm gonna get him a little, I'm gonna give him a little, get him a little, yeah, y'all know. Child. Usually this is for my man when I step out, but I'm gonna give my Caramelians a little, because y'all used to seeing me all pull back and being corporate and whatnot. So yes, this is Caramel. It's still me. It's still me. For those of you that's looking at the screen, like, who the fuck is that? It's still me. Okay, it's still me. All right, let's go ahead on and do our disclaimer, honey, because listen, y'all know we are reviewing the 100th episode. Thank you, dear. I see y'all putting it on beautiful. I appreciate it. I try to keep it together over here, honey. Y'all know we're in our late 40s over here. So we got to keep it together. Now, I don't feel like I'm in my late 40s, but I am. So we gotta do a little something over here. Yeah, we got a man over here, so we got to keep the hair done. We got to keep all this stuff right over here. We got to keep the thing on the snap back. Y'all know we talking about the little thing. We got to keep the thing on the snap. We got to keep the hair done. We got to, y'all, it's a lot, women. Thank you so much, Yvonne Puckett. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Before we get into it, let's have a little girl talk. Okay, let's talk. Can we talk? Tevin Campbell said, can we talk? Can we talk for a minute? Cause I want to spill some tea. Can we talk, y'all? Just a little bit. Yeah, but y'all women, y'all know we got to keep it together. If you got a man, even if you don't have a man at home, keep it together, because you're always supposed to be looking like you are, trying to find one. Well, he's supposed to find you. So you can't be out here looking raggedy. You got to keep it together, because you don't never know when you're going to run up on him. And I'm going to put it in quotation marks, him. You never know when you're going to run up on him. So you got to keep it together. When you step out, don't be going out with no damn hair, hair knit and all this shit on. Don't be going out with your hair all tied up and bonnets on. Please, women, stop that. Stop. Especially if you look, and then you say, I can't find a man. Wonder why I'm single. Because you're walking out of the house like your ass just got out of bed. Like, fix yourself up. Come on now. We can do better than that, women. We can do better than that. We can do, and then when you're home, try to, don't be walking around with your hair, in a bonnet all damn day. He coming home, he done left the house, your ass is in pajamas. He come back home, you still in them same damn pajamas and your hair tied up. Then you wonder why he out here looking at all the other biatches out here that's fixing themselves up and taking the time and effort to make themselves look like something. Now, I ain't saying walk around with your damn lipstick on and, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's a lot. Women, we got to do better. Because, child, it's always when I go to Walmart and I'm out and about and I see these women out here with bonnets on, I said, bitch, that's why I don't never see y'all out here with no man. Because that's y'all out here looking a hot damn mess. You looking a hot damn mess. Then you sitting at home cuddled up with your little pillow at night with no man scooted up behind your ass. You got to do better than that. Child, let's go on. 100th episode. Somebody said, very true. You know I'm telling the truth. Come on. While you're waiting on him to get there, fix yourself up. Look presentable when you step out. Okay, yeah. Put on your best, honey. When you, I don't even go to my mailbox with my hair tied up. And that's anybody that know me know I don't be out here looking raggedy. I went to the car wash today and I combed my shit and I look, yeah. I went to the car wash, got my car wash today. Child, I don't be out looking crazy. Like, and no, because I don't never know who I'm gonna run into. Not because I'm looking for somebody, but somebody like, hey, Caramel, how you doing? I don't want to be looking crazy. Like, child, I just take pride in how I look. I don't go to the mailbox with my hair tied up. I don't wear no bonnet to the mailbox. Like, bitch, I don't. But let's go on into this, honey. 100th episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. You guys know the show is coming back on April the 8th. Okay. That's going to give a lot of us bloggers something to talk about, which I'm going to find something to talk about anyway. Y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville been off the air for a good little bit. And we still have interesting topics over here and or tea that we still spill. So, I'm kind of happy the show is back. Upon seeing this damn trailer and or sneak peek, a couple things that kind of sparked my interest, and a few people I still feel like I need to drag just a little bit. About this much. One person gonna get it about this much here in a few minutes. But yeah. Y'all know how I go. Yeah. One person, let me go to do my disclaimer. I might need to do it again, child, if I ain't do it. Disclaimer, honey. Yeah. Everything said, honey, in this video is alleged and in my opinion, and it is used for entertainment purposes only. All right. Yeah. Let me go ahead and start out with this whole damn outfit with Carlos King. Let me talk about his ass for a minute, because it's the sheer audacity, surfer. You be out here walking around with Martell's high-waisted pants on. I said, where the hell you get these pants from? City Trends must have had a damn markdown sale, because sir, let's go and show this. This is what Carlos King showed up to the damn 100th episode 100th episode, child, of Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby. I said, baby, where you get these damn high-waisted pants from? Where the hell you get these damn John Travolta dance fever pants? Where you get these damn dance fever John Travolta pants from? Let's start there before I even go any damn further, okay? Like, where the hell you going with these damn dance fever pants on? Y'all see my eyes? Where you get these damn pants from? High-waisted pants and that. That's our shit. That's what we wear, Carlos. Like, you overstepping boundaries. This is what we wear. I got some high-waisted pants downstairs in my closet. Like, for real. Like, where the hell you get these pants? It's giving vagina, okay? That's what it's giving. It's giving vagina. You cannot be squishing the jewels in these tight-ass high-waisted pants. You were squishing the jewels. Your nuts is arguing in these damn pants, sir, okay? Your nuts is arguing in the pants saying, you get off of me, and damn it, you get off of me. That's what it's saying. I'm going to call these the 1997, do I want to go there? 1997 ball busters. That's what we're going to call these, okay? These is ball busters, baby, because your balls is busted in these motherfuckers right here. I'm like, where you get these? The person that rung your ass up when you went and bought these pants, they should have told you, hell no. We're not selling these to you. Now, this is all the way out of damn compliance. Carlos King or Queen. I got to call you Carlos Queen in these pants. I got to change your name from Carlos King to Carlos Queen, because these damn high-waisted joints right here is giving no. Matter of fact, it's giving hell no. All right, let's go and move on. Because, baby, when I saw them, I said, oh, I got to talk about that. Let me get a screenshot. Because they ain't going to believe this shit. They ain't going to believe this. For those of you that didn't watch the review, child, y'all, I said, they ain't going to believe this, honey. I said, why for come? Let's go there. Why for come? I got to be subjected to this. Now, I saw this shit yesterday, and I ain't even sleep good last night because these pants kept appearing in my damn mind. I was like, okay. I done lost sleep trying to figure out why the hell he wore these damn pants. It troubled my spirit, y'all. Like, for real. For real. These pants troubled my spirit last night, Carlos. I just want to let you know. I lost about 4 hours of sleep behind these damn pants that you wore. These high-waisted ball busters right here that you done wore. I got to go pray. I need to find my praying oil and figure out what that is so I can anoint myself before I go to bed tonight, child, and take a good old melatonin so I can get some rest, because these pants is not about to interrupt my sleep tonight. Okay? We're going to go on and talk about this thing. 100th episode, honey, of the Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right. As you guys know, Wanda has not been on the show, honey, thus far. They did not show her in no clips, except for like the old clips of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, because y'all know they showed like old clips that kind of brought you up to the new, so you guys can kind of catch up. So whenever you see the new clips that's coming out, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's what had happened. Okay, so as y'all know, Wanda has not filmed anything yet. She did go live the other day to say that she did have, I think she's gonna be filming a scene or whatever. But I think Carlos and them have put her on ice since that situation with between she and Melody and the whole blackout. He said, "Shit, you're not about to be messing up things over here. Like, we're gonna have to take a little break with you, Wanda. We're gonna have to sit you down, honey. Go on over there and cook some deceased meats and leave us alone for a while till we figure this out." But what I don't like is the fact that he brought Stormi's mother, who is just as bad as Wanda, on the damn show. Betty Steele. For those of you who don't know who she is, let me show a picture, honey. Well, her out here looking with this damn Billy Ocean wig, honey. This is her over there sitting beside Stormi, honey, looking like a Billy Ocean, honey, with the Freddy Krueger skin. She got skin like Freddy Krueger. I said, girl, you sitting here arguing with Mel on the 100th episode here coming up, and you should have been trying to talk to her about getting some of that 7th Avenue, ma'am. Yes, you should have. That ain't the person you want to argue with. You need to be arguing with your daughter that's sitting there, honey, because she done brought you on this show because we getting ready to drag your ass. You need to be mad at your daughter for convincing you to come on this show, because you are going to get drugged thoroughly. Not just by me, but several bloggers have been talking about they're going to drag the hell out of her this season, okay? Yes, honey. So Betty, aka Billy Ocean wig with the Freddy Krueger skin. Y'all know it's gonna be on. Y'all know it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. Yes, it is. Betty with the Billy Ocean wig. That's a Billy Ocean wig right there, girl. I know them curls when I see it, honey. Billy Ocean is like, girl, where you get that wig from? It's given Caribbean Queen. Y'all remember Billy Ocean back in the day. It's given Caribbean Queen. Where the hell you get this wig? And these curls can be just one. No more wigs on the run. All right, let's move on, child. That's what it's giving me. It was giving me Caribbean Queen. Yeah, no more wigs on the run, girl. No more of them curly wigs on the run. You and Mama Hope with them curly wigs. I'm gonna need y'all to stop it with the curly wigs. Okay? Yeah. Yes, child. Let's move on, child. All right, so Oprah did a whole thank you, child, for the 100th episode. She came on and she said, oh, you know, her whole spiel. Thank you guys for watching the #1 show on the hit show on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They actually put Huntsville on the map. She says, cheers to 100 episodes and many more to come. So does that mean that they're going to be getting more seasons to come on this show? I don't know. According to Oprah, that's what she's saying. She kind of hinted at them having more episodes to come. So we'll see. We'll see. Will Melody be a part of these episodes? I don't know. Okay. She said most recently she's not ready to leave the show just yet. So we'll see. Because y'all know the show, it really ain't going to be popping without her on the show. Y'all know that, right? They're going to lose a lot of viewers if Melody is not on this show. They're not strong enough to carry this show in terms of their storylines, because if you guys look at their storylines, all of their storylines piggyback off of and or bounce off of Melody in some type of way. It does. Tisha and Marceau, their storyline bounce off of Mel. But this whole, they're trying to act like they're over the comeback group now. Okay, who was over the comeback group before? And they got Melody sitting there after she's already said that she was no longer a part of the comeback group because she is not going to be a part of giving Martell any type of money or anything business wise. So this is all a storyline because we know that she is not a part of any comeback group or any business as it relates to them. She already said at the reunion she don't want to work with them. She don't want to film with them. She don't want to fool with them. They need to find their own storylines. But Carlos King has convinced her that she's going to have to, you know, play nice and be around them in terms of trying to make this show be a success again. Okay. She was very serious about that. We saw the sincerity in her eyes whenever she said, I want to film with them. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them. So these are all fake storylines, and I peeped that whenever I watched it. So of course, let's go ahead and move on because I made a little bit of notes. I don't really remember all this verbatim, guys. So y'all forgive me because I gotta follow my notes. Because I was kind of playing on my phone low key when I was watching this, because I was just like, all right. But so damn, did I pass it? Okay. So Tisha and Marcel, like I said, they're going to be taking over the comeback group and kind of bringing it back together. I don't know why they put Tisha and Marcel over. Tisha is not a great speaker, and Marcel, he don't be knowing what the hell is going on. Excuse me, guys. Okay. So the first scene in this particular can I call it a review? I don't know if I can call it a review. I say episode. Is a tea party. Okay. We have this lady there. She's giving etiquette tips. Okay. Melody actually apologizes to Stormi's mom, which is Betty. Okay. For some type of tweet that went out. All right. So then Betty says, while Melody is apologizing to her, she said, let me apologize to you for some type of tweet that went out. So then Betty comes back with, oh, let me just shut you down with this. Y'all know she's ghetto as hell. Let me just shut you down with this. Nah, just shut up. Told Melody, shut up. Mind you, this is Melody's tea party that she's hosting. So how you come in my tea party and tell me to shut up? I'm going to ask a question I think everybody wants to know. Who the fuck are you to tell me to shut up and my stuff? Okay? Because I could have told you in your damn Billy Ocean wig to go ahead on out the door. And don't you dare come back. Because that was disrespectful as hell. Okay. Then Betty pretty much says to Melody, says, my issue with you is how you do things. Okay. First of all, you shouldn't have an issue with her. You are Stormi's mother. You are not Melody's friend. You're not on the show. So why do you have so much to say to Melody and have all this animosity towards her? Because you do be hopping your ass online. You do be online talking disrespectful. You do be throwing out innuendos and acting like a teenage brat online talking shit about Melody when she don't be saying nothing about you, but you have all this animosity towards somebody who ain't checking for you, girl. So before Melody could speak and or respond, Stormi jumps in and says that I don't mean to interrupt you, but let me say this. First of all, why are you saying anything? Okay. Why are you saying anything, Stormi? Okay, then you'll ask me, I don't want to be on Earth anymore. As soon as somebody digging her ass and tell her off and send her ass flying back to where she came from on her broom, then she going to be on the whole playing victim and, oh, I don't want to be on Earth anymore. Oh, it's too much for me. Oh, I'm so depressed. I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, you don't want to be here anymore, but you wanted to be here when your ass was talking shit. So stay here while I go ahead and read your ass because you jumping this stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. Yeah, I see the tomatoes, tomato, tomato, and tomato to your ass. Right in the middle of your damn forehead. Shut your ass up, Stormi. And your mama too. Okay? So everybody's kind of looking puzzled, including Melody, when this conversation takes place. Everybody's sitting around looking like, okay, shit, what's going on? What's going on? Why is she telling her to shut up? That's disrespectful at an etiquette event. It's a tea event. Women there with their nice hats on, you got on your nice clothes, and she in there acting ghetto as hell like she ain't never been nowhere. You could tell Betty don't get out much. Okay? She don't get out much. You can tell. So Melody says to Stormi and Betty, she says, I want to finish my thought. Like, can y'all shut the fuck up? I was talking, but y'all interrupted me. Okay? So Stormi says, okay, then go. First of all, I don't need your permission. Okay? I'm going to tell you where you can go. To hell is a start. Stormi. To hell is a start. You can go there. I was talking. That's pretty much what Melody was letting her know. While y'all chiming in and chopping, I was talking. So you pipe down and let me finish saying what I had to say. Then I might want to hear what you got to say after that. Or maybe not. Okay. So then it kind of goes to the next scene. All right. Because y'all know they kind of show scenes, then they cut it, then they go to the next scene. So they show this next little scene where Stormi kind of sits down with Courtney, her husband. Y'all know who her husband is, Courtney. And says to him that she hasn't talked to Melody in months and that they're supposed to be friends. This sounds like the same recycled bullshit that Destiny was saying on last season. That was her whole storyline pretty much last season, that Melody wasn't speaking to her. She didn't know why they weren't friends. She was mad at her for that. Well, Melody already said at several reunions that whenever they stop filming, she detaches herself from people because it's draining. She really don't see it for the people that she worked with on this show. So when they stop filming, she stops fooling with people because it drains her and it takes her out of her peace place. Melody has 4 children. She has several businesses that she runs. She, as everybody knows, is on tour. She's having to deal with the bullshit with Martell and Ariane that's off and on, off and on. And that's probably stuff that we don't even know about. Okay. So whenever the show is over, like I said, that she already announced, she don't fool with them. And she told Destiny the same thing. It's not you, dear. It's me. I'm trying to have my time, my zen. I don't want to be around you. Plus, Stormi, you have shown yourself not to be very trustworthy. You hanging with the ops. You've been seen hanging with Sheree. You've been to Sheree's house. You hanging with Martell, which we all know that everybody that hang with Martell be on that bullshit. You do. You do. You do. You do. On period. You do. You do. Same storyline as Destiny. I said, can they not have any originality in this new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Like, so you got rid of Destiny and then you give all of Destiny's old lines to Stormi. Make that make sense. You promote Stormi into, and get rid of Destiny, but then Stormi come on the show saying the same mess that Destiny was saying. I don't understand it. Carlos King promised us that this season was going to be a better season with new, fresh storylines. It's not feeling so fresh right now. Okay. I feel some roadkill in these storylines right now. Carlos King, something stinking in these storylines. That's all I'm saying. It don't seem so fresh so much. Okay. Yeah. So Stormi, like I said, she's sitting down with her husband talking about she hasn't talked to Mel. She hasn't really seen Mel in months or whatever. Well, that's your fault. You haven't been a real good friend to her because every time Melody allows you in her space, you run back to the ops and you talk junk and you twist things around just like you did whenever you said to Melody when you were over there. Melody was getting a massage at her house that Melody said she got to get her house booked for, I guess, for somebody coming over and trying to be listening in or whatever. So then you took it back to make it seem like she was talking about you. You made it about you and she won't talk about you. She won't talking about you. So you don't seem like a trustworthy friend. Okay. You've been hanging with Martell, then you shaking your ass over there at Sheree house and talking junk. So no, she don't trust you because you hanging with the very people who she don't fool with. So that is why she pushed back from you the same way she pushed back from Destiny. What you expect her to do? All right, next little scene is Melody. She's sitting with a friend of hers and she is explaining how Martell is still moving foul, which he gonna continue to do that. Martell is bitter. He's a bitter biatch. Okay, bitch boy behavior. That's what Martell exudes because that's what he is. He's a bitch boy. Martell is gonna find a way to go out here and continue to mess with Melody. And he don't even have to be around her to mess with her. He run around and tell anybody to have an ear, don't fool with Melody. Melody is this, and this. Meanwhile, you really want to be over there with her. But because she won't give in and be with you, then you want to try to turn everybody against her and you still talking shit about her. And then when the camera stop rolling, you all in her face, trying to be with her, trying to get back with her. And that's what this friend was. That's what Melody was telling this friend. Why are you running around here, Martell, still talking junk about me? She said, the same people that you talking about me too, how would they feel to know that you're out here still trying to get with me? You were just saying the other day that you want to be back with me. And that's how Martell operates. Martell has so many holes on ice till he cannot on camera be true to himself and say, you know what? Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, I do still have feelings for you, Melody. But he not going to say it on camera because he got people like Ariane who he sat over there and lied to and told her that this was only about the show. And then other people like maybe Sheree and other people that he fooling with, behind the scenes. He can't be 100 because he done lied to so many people. When everybody with eyes know that he still want Melody. You still send her pictures of you and her and the kids. Talking about you missed that. You want to be back with that. But then as soon as she call you out on camera, it's no, I never said that. And if I said it, it's because I want you to be with me just for the kids. Well, what sense does that make? Who is going to allow you to stay with them just for the sake of the kids and be miserable? Martell. You want to be with her so you can have access to that money. That's what you mad about. That's why you mad because everything that you trying out here ain't working. Okay. She done cut that bitch off. We talked about that before. She gave your ass the scissors. So now she won't take you back. So now you run around talking junk about her. Make that make sense. It's that psychotic reverse psychology, if you will. Thank you so much for the super chat there, Miss Evelyn. Thank you so much. All right. He always begging Melody to come back off camera. He ain't gonna do this shit on camera. He ain't gonna do it on camera. You can tell the way he look at her when he's in her presence. Okay, you could tell. He still want her. He still want her. But he done told so many lies to these pick-me's that he run with and that he mess with. He done dog Melody out to so many people until he cannot be really true to himself and how he feel. He can't be true to himself. He cannot be true to himself because then that makes him look like a liar and a fool. And narcissistic people don't like to look like that. Okay, let's move on. So he gonna keep denying. That's what he does because he's a punk. But anyway, yeah. I don't know why you want to be with her just for the kids, Martell, when you get them every other week. Let's go there too before I move on. You get the kids every other week. So you can't use that as an excuse to say the only reason you want to be with Melody is for the kids. You get your kids every other week. So you're going to see them regardless. So it ain't like she keeping you from the kids and the only way you're going to see them is if you staying with her. That's a whole lie, sir. That's a whole lie. You get them every other week. Okay? Every other week. But I digress. Move on, child. Next scene that they show is where Martell is at his upscale magazine shoot with Sheree and everyone else that is there. He's taking photo ops with Sheree. They're trying to look, make this situation look real. She's all over him. Y'all saw the picture where he was fixing her. Y'all saw the clip where he was fixing her jacket and, she was doing her little fake mess, trying to take her little picture with him to make it look like they were a real couple. Okay. Sheree was standing there looking like a horse-faced penguin with a beak. Okay. I was like, Sheree, sit your ass down. Sit your horse-faced ass down with that beak with your lying self. Okay. Standing there with Martell taking a picture, looking like you got a prize, knowing he ain't worth shit. And I done told y'all, any man that ain't shit, that's who Sheree want. She know Martell ain't shit. But they need each other in order to survive, okay? They need each other in order to survive. Sheree don't have a storyline over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Martell don't have one over here. So what better way for both of them to use each other and make it look like it's a real relationship when your baby mama already went live and said that it was all fake? If anybody knows it's fake, it's her. Okay? And not that I believe everything that Ariane say, but you sure was blowing up her phone, Martell, whenever she put it out there that you and Sheree was fake. You kept calling her. She said, this Martell calling me. And it was right around the same time that she was talking about you and Sheree relationship being fake. So you was calling her to shut her up because you know it's fake. So let's move on. Martell then asked Marceau, okay, to be his underwear model for him. All right. And he also asked Maurice as well. Because of course, y'all know he's on his bullshit of trying to start something else because y'all know Martell ain't got nothing going on. This is a part of his storyline to start something else, as to say that he has another business venture that he is now launching, which we know is going to fail. Just like the wine, just like the plane ride to Canada, just like the calendar, just like everything else that Martell has put his hands to, it has failed. Okay. When is Martell going to realize that every single business that he starts is not going to work until he corrects his behavior towards Melody? Okay. Every time you do something to Melody, everything you do is going to fail. That's just how it is. What they say on Color Purple? Everything you do to me, everything you try to do, is going to fail. It's going to fail. I don't think he realizes that. Martell has no business acumen about himself. He knows how to start a business and or whoever he's working with, but in terms of making it successful and making it something that he can look towards later on and be like, oh, this is a legacy I'm gonna leave behind for my children. Oh, this is successful. I'm making a lot of business. I'm making a lot of money on this. Not so much. Not so much. Okay. Martell is cursed and he knows it. So he's asked Marceau and Maurice to be underwear models for him. And upon him asking that, they put the camera on Maurice and he looked very nervous, like, which says to me, sir, that something down below is not worth looking at. Maybe you are ashamed. Maybe you are nervous because you don't want to be in front of the camera. Maybe you got a mangina down there. Okay. If you were hanging and slanging like that, you'd be the first one jumping on. Oh yeah, underwear model. Yeah, let me get out here. Let me get on out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why Kimmy got the support dog. Kimmy said she had the support dog, remember? Mm-hmm. Cause the dog that she had won't really give him what need to be given. You won't really dropping off dog dick like she thought you was. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, thank you so much. See, Rich, thank you so much for the super chat. If you dropping off the dick like that, you wouldn't be looking like that. Mm-mm. Somebody asked you to be an underwear model, you're gonna jump at the chance at that. Okay. If you hanging right. Okay, if you hang right. So Marceau says, yeah, he'll say, I'll do it. Okay, meaning model the underwear. Okay, to show his little Vienna, because he ain't working with nothing else either. He ain't working with nothing either. You could just tell. You could just tell he ain't working with nothing. So then Maurice says that he got to go get some type of surgery for that. So you mean you're gonna switch back from the vagina that you have back to the schlong that you used to have? Is that what you're saying? Because they all of them act like they got vaginas. Okay, Martel act like he got a vagina. Marceau act like he got a vagina, and so does Maurice. So you're gonna be switching back from the vagina that you currently own back to the dick that you used to have. Well, we say penis because that sounds small. Okay. When you're hanging like that, we call it all dick. When you're not hanging, it's a penis. Or wee-wee. Let's call it a wee-wee. That make me feel better. Wee-wee sounds better. Wee-wee, let's see. Wee-wee, penis, wee-wee. Yeah. We'll go with that. That sounds a little bit better. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, so you're going to switch back, honey, from your little mangina to your schlong for this little photo shoot. Okay, go on. Okay. Because you know you seep bitch assness. All three of them. They seep bitch assness. Yes, that's why he stayed running behind Kimmy like a little puppy dog. Because he ain't got no storyline. Okay, so if it weren't for Kimmy being sick, okay, yeah, he wouldn't have no storyline. You would have no need to be on the show. You would have no need, Maurice, to be on the show because you ain't got nothing else going on. You ain't doing okay. If you wasn't running behind Kimmy like you were, Kimmy is really the one that's keeping your ass on the show because you ain't got nothing going on. Now you're trying to bring your son, not to jump too far ahead. Now you're trying to bring your son and Kawasaki, aka Cow. I call her ass Kawasaki because she built like a Kawasaki motorcycle out here. AKA Cow, aka Kawasaki. That's why you got her ass back on the show. Knowing Kimmy can't stand her, knowing she can't stand Kimmy. Still talking about your son acting up. So we back on that bullshit again. You using him as your storyline once again because you ain't got shit else going on. You ain't had a case since a case had you, Maurice. Thank you so much, Beverly Childs. It's true. That's true facts right there. Show me how many, because you stay talking about you suing somebody with what, your certificate? You should have been taking on Wanda's, all Wanda's cases that she continued to be going out here talking about she got. Maybe you're a little more believable if you was Wanda's attorney. Because we still ain't heard no more about that. Let's move on, child. So Marceau tells Maurice, he says, you ain't got to have nothing large. You just got to stuff it. I said, that's what they doing. Because that's exactly what Martell did on his little Real Housewives of Atlanta shoot. Okay, let me go and show the picture for those of you that didn't see it. Because, yes, I still got it. Yes, he did. Y'all know they showed a little clip. Okay. Yeah. Boom. There you go. Y'all know he ain't packing like that. Y'all know Martell ain't packing like that. So Maurice done let it out the bag and told Marceau done let it out the bag and told Maurice, you ain't got to go get no surgery. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is just stuff it. So that lets me know that's what you planning on doing. Because you ain't working with the dick down there. Ain't nothing down there. Ain't nothing down there. That's why Tisha's setting her alarm, child, waking up giving you this sorry ass lazy head every morning, child. She ain't even gagging. It ain't even a gag. That's what it sounded like. That's what it's giving. She ain't even got a gag. It ain't even that. You probably don't get that sound. I don't even want to be graphic. I said, y'all some fools. You trying to clown him, but then you wound up telling on yourself. I don't think he realized that. Marceau, okay, since you like to argue with women, don't bring that bullshit over here because you know I don't play that. But you try to tell on Maurice, but you just sat there and told on yourself. You saying to my brother, you ain't got to be packing down there, just stuff something down there. So that's what you out here doing. That's what you're going to do in your photo shoot. Run out here and get you a good old cup. Go out there and ball up a few football socks and stuff them down there and make it look like you packing like that. Yeah, no. You ain't packing nowhere. The only thing you packing was that suitcase to take your ass to Africa. That's the only thing you packing. And your ass gonna be packing for teacher putting you out if you don't get your shit together because she tired of you. This season right here showing it, okay? She tired of your shit. That's the only thing you gonna be packing because them pants show ain't packing. Ain't that bump in the front ain't real. Okay. Walking around here with old prosthetic on. All you gotta do is stuff it. Boy, what the fuck is you, a turkey? What are you, a turkey? What you stuffing for? All the shit you talking, you lacking like that? That's funny to me. All the shit you stay talking, Marceau, and you got to be out here stuffing. Maurice too with his Ninja Turtle head. Y'all sad down there. I don't know what's going on down there in Huntsville, child. Martell down there stuffing too. What is going on there in Huntsville? When God was giving out dicks, y'all had to go pee? Is that what it was? Y'all got out of line and had to go pee when the Lord was giving out penises down there? Is that what's going on? The Lord was like, all right, I'm getting ready to start giving out some dick. All three of y'all asses had to go to the bathroom and then got out of line and then missed out on the dick. Now you walk around here stuffing socks in your pants looking like fools. Move my damn bang. All right, let's move on, child. Lord, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. Two of y'all had to pee. One of y'all had to take a shit. Y'all read between. Then I want to be. It's Sunday. Let me stop. I ain't gonna act up too bad today. It's Sunday. But two of them had to pee and one of them had to take a shit. So y'all was out of line for a long time when the Lord was passing out them dicks. Stop now. Yes, it was. Nah. Yeah, you was in the bathroom far too long. You done lit incense and everything, and then the Lord's like, okay, calling once, calling twice. I got 3 more dicks to give away. Somebody got out of line. Your ass is still in the bathroom, done missed out. Let's move on, child. That's what y'all asses get. That's what y'all asses get. Do I feel sorry? I do not. The 3 to talk the most shit. Ain't that funny? Go off. Please go off. I love it. Don't y'all love Pettyville? I love it here. I live to be here. I think I'll stay here. All right. Yeah. He was like, yeah, you ain't got to worry about getting no dick surgery. Put your good old football sock down there. You good. You good. Let's go get this money. Like Cardi said, let's get this shmoney. Put your football sock down there. Let's get this shmoney. But let's move on, y'all. Next scene, Maurice. Okay. Yeah. Legs, hips, and breasts, as they call them. All right. Because y'all know their mama raised them. Okay. Keep saying they wore some of their mama girdles coming up, child. That's why they that's why they the way they are, honey. They got female tendencies. I'm trying to tell you. But so next season, Kimmy and her friends, it's a whole bunch of people there. A lot of people from the cast are there as well. Kimmy announces that she went to the doctor and that the previous Friday and that they did not find any cancer in her body. That's a blessing. As much as people say stuff about Kimmy, that right there, I can't even drag her on that. I can't say nothing negative on that because that's a life or death situation. I've had people that die in my family of cancer, and that is not a laughing matter. My aunt, who is very, very close to me, we have the same birthday. I probably talked about it on here before. She passed away from cancer. So I know how that feels. I'm not even going to say any type of joke as it relates to that part of this video, because it is a blessing that she went to the doctor and have had to go through chemo and all these treatments and surgery and everything else. And to find out that to go back, that's God. I'm sorry. Now, I know I was just talking shit just now, but that is God to go back to the doctor for them to say that they found 2 lumps in your breast. You had to go through all of these treatments and all of this chemo, and to go back and they tell you they don't see anything. That is God. That's for anybody out there that have been through cancer, that's going through cancer. God can do anything. Okay. On a very serious note, I know it's Sunday. We're going to get back to the dragon here in a second. I'm going to get back uncouth. Give me a second. Okay. Let's put the God part out there. Let's be serious right here, because that's a very serious thing. Honey, Kimmy, she was giving God some praise, honey. She had them hands up. I was like, yes, girl. Because you could have been out of here. I have seen cancer take people out of here, honey. I've seen it. So it's amazing, and it's a blessing for her to go back to the doctor and for them to tell her, we don't see anything. Okay. Everybody was applauding. They were happy. That was a great moment. Okay, it was a great moment. I can't even say nothing negative on that. All right, let's move on to this next scene. Back to the ratchet. Boom. See how we switch it. See how we switch it back. Yes, praise the Lord. Now back to the ratchet. All right, so now Stormi, y'all so crazy. Stormi and her husband Courtney and their son, they showed them child out there. The old McDonald had a farm. Y'all know she got a whole farm out there, child. I call her old McDonald. Okay. So they go out there on a little farm, child, with their son. He's the cutest. As much as I don't like Stormi, their son is cute as a button. He is so cute. He has grown up a lot since last season. He's walking, he's talking, I think he's in daycare now. So they're going outside, child, to play with the chickens, child. I said, Lord, is this gonna be her storyline? I don't see no damn chickens. I don't see no damn chickens for your storyline this season, Stormi. Like, what else you got going on, girl? You don't send them people their orders out. Let's talk about that. That should be your storyline. I don't want to see no damn chickens. Let's talk about all the orders that's sitting in your warehouse that people have been waiting on for 365 years. Okay. Golly. All right. So her son, like I said, he's super cute. So they go out there and they playing with the chickens, child. And they're showing that they got eggs out there. The baby done threw an egg damn near and then hit Stormi in the damn forehead with the egg. And nothing else was going on there. Moving on. Okay. Ain't nothing else to see there. Ain't nothing else to see there. That part was pointless. Okay, like I said again, farm life, and she's out there with her son, and it's a whole Destiny reincarnated storyline. All right, the only difference is that she's showing her life and Destiny did not. Boom, moving on. Next little scene that they show is Marceau and Tisha. They are trying to be romantic, which I was like, it was very gag worthy. Yeah, no. Tisha with her arms wrapped around Marceau with all this black shit. She had looked like somebody did a burnout under her arm. I was like, girl, why the hell your arm so black under there? Like somebody did a whole burnout under her arm. I'm like, girl, you need to get some Latasha Scotts from Escape. You need to get some of her bleaching cream and bleach that shit out of there. Shave, no shade. And then this hideous wig that she had on was looking a hot damn mess too. I was like, Tisha, girl, who is your stylist this season, girl? Because it's just not giving what it needs to give. But moving on. So they're on that little, they're still in that little ass bedroom from last season, child. I was like, Lord, here we go. I thought they supposed to be moving. Somebody was saying they supposed to be going to like a new bed, a new apartment or something, because they were tired of people talking about their house and how their house was looking all broke down and what. But it was broke down, okay. But y'all stay right across the street from a gas station, child. Y'all, every moped to drive by, y'all here. So no shade. So they're still in that little ass bedroom, honey, with that little dwarf headboard that they showed last season, and the child trying to be romantic with all that shit hanging up on the door and that dirty carpet, child. They romantic over there with that dirty carpet. All right, so we're gonna have to see that stupid shit again this season. I was not feeling it. They in there kissing and carrying. I was like, Lord, can we please move on to the next scene? Because I ate my food, Lord. I'm not trying to be throwing up over here in the bed, God. Like, I don't want to throw up in my bed looking at this. Like, let's move on. It was very cringe, y'all. It was very cringe. Because y'all know we always talking about how we never see them being romantic. We don't see the love between them. We don't see the spice between them for y'all to be married for that long. And it's just it's no when it comes to them in terms of the love department. It just seems like they together and they just, hanging on for the sake of. I don't really see them being romantic. So for them to be on TV and it looked forced. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. The two of them look forced. So then Marceau is telling Tisha, he's talking to her because y'all know he talking to her and he give daddy vibes when it comes to Tisha. He don't act like he is her husband. He acts like he is her father. So he is telling her, I want you to do better. I want us to do better. And I want us to be better. Why you got to start it out with I want you to do better? Because your ass need to do better. Okay. You need to stay home. You need to stop going to Africa. You need to stop fronting and faking like you love this woman, but you only there because she got the credit. Okay. Yeah, I said it. Like I said, they kissed. It was cringe-worthy. It looked forced. And of course, the cameras, they were there. The cameramen, I think they were throwing up in the background too, because you probably could hear like and all that shit they're going on. Because I sure was doing it. Okay, it was like I was dry heaving over here. It was one of them when the two of them were doing that. But so yeah, we'll get to see them child coming down. Tisha, we'll get to see her coming down them 3 stairs, honey, while they telling everybody they got to up and down stairs. We'll get to see them 3 stairs again in that dirty ass carpet because they still ain't called Stanley Steamer like I told their ass last season. But y'all go off too. All right, moving on. Next scene, child. Kimmy and Maurice, child, they're going on a date night where they're going to some place where they're painting. They look like they're bonding. They're trying to have some romantic time, and that's all they showed on that. Moving right along. Next scene, Kiki, she mentions that her marriage is difficult. She said marriage is very difficult. So I think that she's having some issues within her marriage that maybe she's going to be showing on this new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Maybe that's going to be her storyline, which will also be connected with going off on people on the show. So she's looking, Kiki is giving aggression this season. So maybe what she's going through in her marriage is causing the aggression with her in terms of the women on the cast, because she's going to be having like a little spat coming up with Tiffany, and she's going to also be going off with Stormi, going off on Stormi. Okay. So moving on to the little next scene that they show, Tisha and Marceau, they're sitting down. They're having a conversation. Tisha is going off on Marceau because she's saying that Marceau, why that nobody should be able to come to me and tell me nothing about the business, or our business rather, that I don't already know about. So it's looking like he's making moves in terms of Schultz, and maybe they're Black, you know, maybe Black and Schultz. He's making business decisions without saying anything to Tisha, when Tisha is supposed to be pretty much the boss as it relates to their businesses. But it looks like he's trying to step up and trying to boot her out of that, and he wants to make the decisions as it relates to their business, and she's not feeling that, and she's hearing about things that she feels she should be privy to, being that they are all in this thing together in terms of a partnership, business partnership. She doesn't feel like it's a partnership. She feels like he's pretty much taken over and trying to boot her out of it, which, I mean, that's what you expect. You go out here and get everything in your name credit wise. You go out here, he wants her to get everything in her name credit wise. He wants her to get all the credentials, keep going to school. That's why she keep getting all these degrees, so that she can keep their business going and stay ahead of things and keep up with, you know, the pace of what's going on in terms of business. He don't want to go to school and do that. He wants her to do that. He wants her to stay at home, be the stay-at-home mom, and get these degrees online and continue to keep supporting them so that he can look like the boss and not so much her. He don't believe in her in terms of her being his business partner because he don't respect her. He don't respect her. And it's going to continue to be that way because she does not put her foot down or up his ass. I prefer the second choice. Up his ass is a great place to put it. And then put your foot down. Put it up his ass, then put it down. Okay. Some men like that, like Marceau. Yeah, you have to take that approach with him. You have to take that approach with him. Put your foot up his ass and then put it down, because he just does not respect her, and it's sad. And it's going to continue to be that way. He's going to continue to make you look stupid on national television every single season until you do. Okay. And every time she talks to him, I want her to have that same energy that she had with Marceau, that she had it with Melody at the reunion when she was going off on her and she was real haughty and doing all this clapping stuff right here. You need to have that same energy towards him, because he don't have no fear for you. He don't respect you. He really thought that it was funny whenever you said what you said to him about, why is it I got to find out everything else from somewhere else, from somebody else versus you. He thought the shit was funny because he don't respect you. He don't respect you. Okay. So then Marceau says to her, after she asks him, why is it that I got to find out everything in terms of the business by way of someone else or by way of somewhere else? And Marceau says to her, so are you saying that you should be in charge of the hiring and firing? And Tisha said, yeah. Like, what the hell you think? Of course I should be. I'm part owner. Of course I should be. I should know everything that's going on. I should know who's being fired. I should have a say-so on who's being hired. He don't want her to have no say-so on who's being hired because he want to handle all his little pick-me's and his little thoughts so they can be walking around with the big booties. That's why her ass out here with a big booty. Tisha ain't had no big booty the first few seasons, but she started trying to compete with his side chicks. Okay? That's why he don't want her around, so he can do what he do. But let's move on. Tisha then goes to sit with Kimmy, okay, to tell Kimmy that that Marceau has gone ahead and taken down her degrees from the wall at Schultz and replaced it with his degree. Once again, the disrespect. So she done had her plaques and stuff on the wall. He done went in there and took her stuff down and then put his stuff up there to make it seem like that's his business, to, you know, so that he could get the credit. So when people walk in, it looks like this is his business, like he did it. When not long ago, your little license was expired, sir. While you was on live bragging about you got this, and this, and you got the credentials for this, and this, and you thought your ass was being smart and gonna show your little degree online, just your little certificate, and just to show that it was expired. So you look stupid. So now that you done got your little shit back in order, you're going to take her stuff down from the wall and put yours up there. And she felt away about that. So once again, you sitting there talking to Kimmy when the person you need to be talking to and or checking is Marceau. What Kimmy going to do about it? What Kimmy's supposed to do about Marceau disrespecting you? Okay. She's in a situation where she's dealing with a motherfucker who disrespect her too, who don't have no respect for her. She don't went and put her husband's name on the deed to her house. Because that's how they see their women. They only choose women who can put them in the forefront and make them look good when they haven't done shit. That's the only reason he wants Tisha around, is because Tisha has access. That's the only reason why Maurice wanted to marry Kimmy, is because she had access. She's smart. Kimmy is her own boss. Okay, Kimmy got her real estate license. She started her business. Like she said, "Oh, I'm starting my some kind of business that she was going to start as it relates to real estate or whatever." And then he running around talking about, "Oh, it's our business." Oh, okay, really? So Kimmy has to sit there and do all the work and get all the credentials, and you just say, "Oh, it's our business." Was Credit One her business as well? Because from what I'm hearing, it's not open anymore. Because you ain't been doing what you're supposed to be doing over there. So it's looking like you following her around and living off her credentials and or her hard work. All them Scott brothers is looking like that's what they're about. I'm sorry. And I'll say allegedly, but just, I mean, from what I see, it's looking like you hanging around there so that you can make sure you're okay and in a great space, because you can't get it on your own. Your credit effed up, and your brother's supposed to be fixing credit. So how your credit effed up? That's what I'm trying to figure out. If your brother is out here fixing other people's credit, why your credit out here a 176? Why you got a 176 credit score and your brother fixed credit? Make that make sense. I'll say allegedly. It's sad, y'all. So it feels to me like Marceau is setting himself up, child, to take over so that probably one day he can leave Tisha and go on and level up without her. Okay, that's what it's looking like. And Tisha's sitting back and allowing it. She's sitting back and allowing Marceau to disrespect her. All right. Moving on to the next scene, child. Marceau, Maurice, and Martell, they meet up to talk. All right. Maurice tells Marceau that Tisha built the businesses up to be $1 million businesses, and Marceau just kicks her out. We talked about this before. When did these businesses become $1 million businesses? I'm not sure. When did they become $1 million businesses? When did Shope become a $1 million business? When did Black become a $1 million business? Because you ain't so much as had probably 16 customers up in there the entire month. The only time I see a lot of people there is when they have a big event and then they do all these flyers just to get people there, and then they want to call the cameras there to make it look like they got a whole bunch of shit going on when it's really not. Okay? You're running a business with one stall for people to go use the bathroom for one. Okay? From what we hear, the place is always nasty. Maybe that's how they get down there in Huntsville, child. Okay? Tisha learned it from her mama, because every time she show her house is nasty. Well, the funeral parlor, we call it that. But not to get off subject. Let's keep going. So while Marceau and so Maurice tells Marceau, like I said, that Tisha built the businesses up to be $1 million businesses, and Marceau just kicks her out. So then Martell chimes in, "Yeah, you don't respect her." And I said, "Bitch, shut up. You didn't respect Melody when your ass is prancing around them tight ass Easter pants over there with your suit on, looking like the Planters Peanut Man. Y'all know how the Planters Peanut Man look on the front of the little peanut can. That's how he was running around looking. You don't respect nobody. You don't respect yourself. You walking around here with them tight ass pants on, squishing your nuts, trying to look like a businessman and ain't got no business in sight. And you got the nerve to fix your bumped up lips to be telling somebody they don't respect somebody. Did you respect Melanie when your ass was running around cheating? Did you respect Melanie when you was running around telling everybody that you was the boss and that you was the boss over Holt, when it was her that was running the business, and it was her that pulling the strings, it was her that was running the business, when your ass wasn't running nothing but your mouth and running over there getting more bumps with Ariane while your ass was laying up talking about you was looking at properties? Yeah, you were looking at a property. You were looking at a property, all right. You have no respect for no one, but you're going to tell me you don't respect her. I said, "Oh, really? The one who respects no one. Respect should never even come out of your mouth because you spell respect, Martell, with your slow ass. Go somewhere and put a helmet on, sit your slow ass down. Telling somebody they don't respect somebody. Boy, bye. Respect your nuts. Anyway. I said it. I said it. Do I take it back? Hold on. It's going to be no. Y'all don't take nothing back over here. I said it. So then Marceau tells Martell, says, you're being an asshole right now. Okay. He kind of said it in a joking way. And they kind of laughed it off. All right. Marceau, you know you're an asshole from the time you go to sleep and the time you wake up, sir. So that's something else that you can't tell anybody. You cannot call nobody an asshole because you live to be an asshole. You stay arguing with women. You stay on IG arguing with women. From the time you open your eyes in the morning to the time you lay down and close your eyes to go to bed at night, you're an asshole. So what's the given? All right, moving on to the next scene. Kiowa, a.k.a. Kawasaki, honey. I like to call her Kawasaki. I said, Kiowa? What kind of name is that? Kiowa, a.k.a. Kawasaki, honey. Miss Zoom Zoom. Okay. And her son, Monster, they're having a conversation, honey, to discuss his behavior in school. Once again, I said Maurice going to bring them back because he don't want to really talk about what's going on in his life, which is nothing. So he got to have Kiowa there, honey. He got to use Kiowa once again to save his spot on the show to make it seem like he's doing something. We already done talked about Monster vaping a few seasons back. 2 seasons back, we talked about him vaping when Tiffany came out and said he was vaping in the bathroom. So you're trying to reach back now and recycle, which Carlos King said we were not doing. You're reaching back and recycling the same old bullshit that we already saw before. So you don't have nothing genuine to talk about. You don't have nothing updated to talk about because your shit, you ain't got nothing going on. Since you got your law degree, you should be talking about that, but you ain't gonna talk about it because you ain't doing shit with it. So it's just one more thing for Kimmy to do to spend her money on, for you to go out here and look important, for you to not get no cases and use your law certificate. Not degree. I'm gonna say certificate. So you won't talk about that shit on the show, but you will bring Kyle back and talk about Monster and his behavior. He's 16 now. 16-year-olds go through behavioral issues, all right? So then Kimmy says to Kiowa that she's discussed discipline with Monster and that she wants Kiowa to be able to support the fact that she, meaning Kimmy, okay, has a right to discipline Monster, not spank him, but, you know, in terms of like putting him on punishment, things like that. He is living in Kimmy's house with Maurice. So Maurice agrees, of course, that Kimmy should have rights to say something and or to have some type of discipline as it relates to Monster, and on whatever level. Okay. Of course, Kiowa responds, which is Monster's mom. Kiowa responds with saying no. Like, absolutely not, bitch. You're not his mother. No, she don't agree with Kimmy doing that because, first of all, she don't want Kimmy to have anything to do with her parenting as it relates to Maurice and her. She feels like that is our son. And I low-key still feel like she's in love with Maurice. As much as she says that she does not, Kiowa is already remarried to a whole nother man, and she still has Maurice's last name. Make that make sense. You are married to someone else, and you still carrying the Scott name. She still hates Kimmy because she feels that Kimmy is in her way. She still feels like Kimmy broke up her marriage. So you can still tell that this particular season with Kiowa being on the show that she still has this hidden animosity towards Kimmy. Even though she won't say it, she still has that hidden animosity towards Kimmy. She will forever hate Kimmy because Kimmy is in her way of being with Maurice. When she was with Maurice won't pop in like that back then. He didn't have no law degree. He was fat. He done went out here and lost some weight. He done got with Kim. Kimmy was his level up. So now Kiowa is looking at him like, damn. You got the one that I wanted. I don't went out here and married this motherfucker. I don't even want him. I don't want to look at him. I turn over and look at his fat ass because he's a big guy. And I don't like to call people fat. But I feel like she got somebody because she didn't want to be by herself, but she still low-key wanted to be with Maurice. And the fact that Kimmy done came out here and snatched him up and then married him, now Kiowa is feeling away still. The way she look at Kimmy, she still has that animosity towards her. And I don't think they're going to ever get past it because she feels like Kimmy is in her way. So Kiowa went out here and married a Michelin man, and she's looking at Maurice and she feeling like, I want to be back with old Reese over there because now he popping. Now he got some status. Now he on the show. Everybody know who he is. She don't want Kimmy jumping in trying to help discipline Monster, but Monster is living in her house. Okay, so Kiowa she kind of looks at Kimmy whenever she says no, in terms of saying no, she don't want her to discipline him. She kind of gives her the girl bye look, like, girl bye, like, no, that's my son, girl bye, no. Okay, so then Maurice, he kind of looks like, wow. And the problem I have with Maurice is this: why do you continue to allow your baby mama to continue to disrespect your wife? Anytime Kiowa says and or does things as it relates to Kimmy, Maurice will not step up and correct her and say, whoa, 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 don't talk to my wife that way. Don't, he don't jump in and kind of correct Kiowa in that way. Even at the reunion when they were going back and forth, he sat back and allowed Kimmy to fight that fight with Kiowa versus him jumping in, because he is the nucleus. He's the nucleus in this situation. He just sits back and just kind of watch it unfold, like he enjoys the bullshit between the two of them. When all he has to do as a man, that's why I say he had like he got a whole vagina down there. He will not stand up and say, okay, enough, y'all. This is what needs to happen. Monster, I asked, could he come and stay here in the house with us? So this is what needs to happen. If he's going to stay with us, Kimmy is his stepmother now. We are married. Kimmy should be able to say something to him. And if he don't do it, she should be able to put him on punishment. If you have a problem with that, Kiowa, then please take Monster on back home, because this situation ain't going to work. You cannot live in my house and act a fool and I can't say nothing to you. I don't have to be your mother. I'm an adult. That's just on period. I am an adult. And if you're going to stay in my house, I should be able to correct you. And if you do not listen to the correction and or adhere to what I'm saying, you, sir, cannot be here. Because at no point in time, you're going to tell me what to do in my house. So if you don't like the rules and the regulations and how they sit over here, then sit over there at your mama house. And Maurice, if you got something to say about that, you can take your ass over there too. Take your bowling ball head ass, take your bowling ball head ass on over there too. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. He can stop this mess if he wanted to. But see, y'all remember what? 2 seasons ago, he done set Kimmy, he done set her up to sit there and have a whole conversation with Kyle, knowing the two of them don't get along, talking about he got some shit to do. And they're going to leave her sitting there at the table in an awkward moment to talk about a situation between the two of them and Monster coming to stay with them. That's not her call. You know the two of them don't respect and or like each other, but you get joy out of seeing two women fighting over you. And that's the bullshit I'm talking about. You ain't nobody to fight over in the first damn place. But you get joy out of seeing your baby mama and your now wife, who is going through cancer, who is going through chemo, who is already stressed the hell out, not knowing if she's going to live or die. Some days she's tired. Some days she don't feel like fooling with Monster. So you're not even taking in consideration of all the things that she is going through and how her life is looking right now in terms of her having to go back and forth to the doctor. Some days she don't feel like getting out of bed. Monster acting a damn fool. So you're not going to even step in and take up for her on her behalf? Are you freaking kidding me right now? She is not in a position to be stressed out, but you are putting her in a situation to be stressed out over a situation you created. You wanted your son to come and stay with you. You don't have a fucking job to where you're doing anything. So you need to focus on raising your son that you asked, could he come stay in her house? And if you got a problem with that, take your son and get what they call the hell out. Go get your apartment and go raise your son. If you got a problem with that. Kimmy is dealing with a life or death situation. Stressful situation should not be when she is dealing with chemo and all these other situations that she's dealing with this cancer. And you are causing more stress on her. She can't even have peace in her home because her sorry ass husband won't grow some balls and take on the responsibility that he needs to take on as it relates to his baby mama, who still has a vendetta against her because she done said I do to the motherfucker who ain't nobody anyway. So she got to take care of you and your child indirectly. And you won't even respect her enough to speak up when it comes to your baby mama being disrespectful sitting in her house about your son. Boy, bye. And please close the door behind you. Matter of fact, slam it. Slam the door behind you. That makes absolutely no sense. Moving on, child. Like I said, if Kyle got a problem, baby, go and take your son on back home. And Maurice, you just gonna have to get over it. Because Kimmy didn't want him there to begin with. She already done told you she done raised her child. Her son is grown. So now you don't put another responsibility on her when she didn't want that responsibility. Your wife, your then fiance was sitting out on the back porch at the couples retreat or wherever they was, sitting out there crying her eyes out because she did not want this situation. You already disrespected her, talking about you want a cow to come stay there and you gonna pay for them to come there with what money? I don't know, because it was all for a storyline. Your broke ass ain't had no money to be paying for cow to be coming there because you ain't had nowhere to stay. So you got a house you could put cow in, but you ain't had a house to put your own ass in because you done had to go move in with Kimmy in her house and have your name put on her house. Oh, okay. What part of the game is that? What part of the game is that? Okay. I'm saying like Craig Mama. Okay. Craig Mama on Friday. Okay. Maurice. All right. So Tisha and Marceau, let's move on, child. Tisha and Marceau, they're holding a meeting, honey, at this place where they're doing this comeback group. How they get over the comeback group? What the two of them doing over the comeback group? All right. So in attendance at this meeting is Melody Martell, Maurice, and Kimmy. And then, of course, Tisha and Marceau, they're standing up with this whole presentation, honey, on this little, this little projector screen where they have this bright idea, okay, to talk about this Black Business Expo event that's coming up. And they want the comeback group to be a part of it, okay? Now, Tisha says that she would like for everyone to come together and work together as a collective. I didn't even know she knew how to say collective. She probably practiced that about a good 50 times before the camera rolled. Because y'all know she got a thick tongue. Tisha's not real good when it comes to that talking. So why she chose to be the one to stand up there and doing the presentation on, I don't understand. But moving on. So Maurice, he then looks confused, okay, as he always does. Melody looks like, hell no. Y'all know I ain't in the comeback group no more. What's this bullshit right here? Y'all cooking up. Martell, of course, he's happy because he's happy to be a part of anything because he ain't got nothing popping. Okay, Martell, he was happy as hell to hear it because he ain't got nothing going on. So he's the only one that looked like he was happy. Everybody else looked puzzled. Okay. Somebody say, I love your channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. So then Melody asks, what's the budget? Okay, you guys planning on paying the speakers and the people that's going to be on the panel, the panelists? Y'all, what's your budget, Tisha? Tisha says, I wasn't going to pay anything for the panel. I really hadn't put into place about paying anybody on the panel and anything like that and that such. You're slow ass. So then Melody looks like, see, I knew this was some bullshit. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. That's the look. If y'all look at Melody, anytime there's a scene and some stuff just don't go right, Melody is like me. I cannot hide how I feel about something. It's always going to be all over my face, my mannerisms. If you look at me, you're going to see how I'm feeling when somebody's on some bullshit. Even if I don't say it, my face is going to say bullshit because I cannot hide it. And in that moment, Melody was giving, this is some bullshit. That's the look she was giving. The way she was sitting in her chair when Tisha said it, she was like, y'all know that look. I don't have a budget. I'm not going to pay the panel. That's Tisha. Immediately, Melody was like, that's some bullshit right there. That's the bullshit stance. With no words. You ain't got to say no words. This is Melody. She was about to pop, lock, and drop on her ass. That was Melody. Like, here we go. Melody's looking like, what? But anywho, moving on to the next scene, child. So, Freddy Krueger skin, a.k.a. Billy Ocean Braids, a.k.a. Betty Steele, Stormi's mama, honey. The controversial one, her. All right. So then she starts some BS and she's talking to Stormi. And she says that everybody says that you were a puppet. She says that Destiny was a puppet and Tiffany was a puppet. And I'm saying to myself, who is everybody? Who is everybody that's saying this? Okay, because the last time I checked, you the only one that was talking the most shit and you was doing it online and you were clout chasing, really. Okay, so you done clout chased yourself onto the show. And now you taking over the spot where Wanda was, and you acting a little more extra with your mess, okay, Miss Freddy Krueger skin. That's what I'm gonna call her ass. You need to see why you arguing with Melody, and I said it before. While you arguing with Melody, you should have been calling on over there to see if you could get one of them avenues up on your face, because she got 7 of them. Okay, that's what they tell me. She got about 7 avenues over there. You should have been calling her while you was trying to be talking junk about her and see can you get one of them avenues up on that skin, because you're running around here with that Freddy Krueger skin. Yeah, you are. Your priorities is in the wrong place. Okay, your skin look like oatmeal pie, but you got junk to say about everybody else and calling everybody else and trying to, yeah, saying not Freddy Krueger. Absolutely Freddy Krueger. Her ass look just like Freddy Krueger in the face. With a Billy Ocean wig. I done said it. Freddy Krueger. I said, look at old Krueger coming up in here starting some mess. Betty Krueger. Betty Krueger. Bring your ass to the carpet. Let me talk to you. Everybody says that you was a puppet. Destiny was a puppet. Tisha was a puppet. That's what you had to say in that scene. I said, your ass look like a puppet, a muppet. Take the P off and put, take the P off and put an M on there. You look like a muppet. Okay. Now, who is everybody? Who is everybody, Betty? Betty Krueger. Who is everybody? You can't just say that and then not say who it is. Who is everybody? Or everybody, like you say, with your ghetto ass. Okay. Is it Melody? Because you live to keep Melody in your mouth like you keep everything else in your mouth. Okay. And I got to be a little... Yeah. You keep Melody name in your mouth like you keep everything else in your mouth. Who were you talking about in that scene? Were you talking about Melody? Who were you talking about? Everybody say that you are a puppet. Who are you talking about? Because nobody else really had an issue in this situation. And now you're trying to bring your social media bullshit onto the show. And we see you. I see you. Betty Krueger, I see you. And your Billy Ocean wig. Okay? I do. And them struggle dreads that your ass keep wearing too. When you take that wig off, the struggle dreads is not giving either. Okay? So it don't matter how you show up, you're still looking a hot damn mess. Betty Krueger. Because you know she lived to blame Melody for everything. She do. Everything is Melody's fault when it comes to Betty. Because she got a vendetta against Betty. And the reason why she got a vendetta, and let me tell y'all why I feel like she got a vendetta. And this is just my honest opinion. I feel like she felt like that because Stormi got so much money that Stormi should have superseded Melody on this show. She feels like that Stormi should be the one, that Stormi should be the star of this show because of the way her pockets run so deep. She feels like that Melody should be reduced. And now that Stormi is on the show, that Stormi should be the star of the show. But guess what? We don't want to see Stormi. We don't want to see Stormi. We don't really want to see you. Quiet as kept. We don't want to see you either, Betty Krueger. So you're mad because your daughter is not getting the clout that Melody is getting. So now you're going to use this platform to try to tear Melody down. But guess what? You forgot something. She the queen, not Stormi, and definitely not you. Melody is the fan favorite. So it don't matter what you say, what you throw out there, any innuendos that you try to put out there to try to make this woman look bad. You only making yourself look bad because everybody can't wait to tear into your ass when the season starts. And I'm one of them. I'm going to drag that ass every episode, even if you're not on there. I'm still going to mention you, Betty Krueger. I don't care if they don't show you in the scene. I'm still going to mention you because you shouldn't be on the damn show anyway. Oh, you can drug over here on this channel, baby. I'm just letting you know. I'm forewarning. You had to pick up your feelings fooling with me over here. And that's on that right there. Period. Oh, you can drug. I already said it. For those of you that follow me, I'm be all the way uncouth this season. I'm not being nice. Because certain people don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be on this platform. Bow down to the boss. I keep saying it. This is her show. Bow down to the boss. How you come on her show and act uncouth and talk shit about her? This is her show. If it weren't for her pitching this show, your daughter wouldn't be on this show. Your ass wouldn't be on this show. The Scotts wouldn't be on this show. Wanda wouldn't be on this show. Carlos wouldn't be able to wear them high-waisted pants because they put money in his pocket. Was that a little shade? Felt like it. I like it though. Yeah. Bow down to the boss. That's the problem with you. Give reference to the boss. Hurt, don't it? It hurt real bad, don't it? Bow your head to the boss. Bow that Billy Ocean wig down to the boss. Betty Kruger. And let me roll my eyes at your ass. Ooh, and my neck popped. That felt good. That was a good old neck roll. That's what I got for you, Betty Kruger. Oh, crackhead skin. She get on my nerves. You get on my nerves, Betty Kruger. You do. Yeah, that. Your crackhead skin. You get on my nerves. You call Melody up, honey, and ask her, I need the avenues 1 through 7 for my face. Because you walk around here looking like a little Debbie in the face. Let me drag her ass just a little bit. I know we got to keep going. I know we got more. We got more. We're going to get there. Walk around here looking like a little Debbie in the face. Little Debbie Kruger. That's where that oatmeal pie come in, that little Debbie box. Your ass looking like a little Debbie in the face. And that won't even on my agenda. But that's just how I feel about your crack-headed skin. Yeah. You want to throw out innuendos. Your ass need to jump out a window. Because your ass been smoking out the window trying to get on this show. So you can act a goddamn fool. Throwing out innuendos when your ass need to jump out a window. Since we talking about windows. Yeah, I said it. So who is everybody? Let's go back to this. Who is everybody, Betty? Y'all talking about my neck roll. Who is everybody? Let's go back to that. Because you can't throw out something and then not clear it up, okay? Because I ain't like the way they skipped over that and went on to the next scene. I was like, yeah. Who is everybody? Because we ain't going to just skip over that. You can't just say everybody is saying something and not say who this everybody is. Because that could be anybody. I'm willing to believe that you think you think that's Melody, because that's the only person that you keep in your mouth. I don't ever hear you talking about Tisha. I don't ever hear you talking about Marceau. I don't hear you talking about Maurice, Martell, nobody else that's on the show. So it's got to be Melody, because that's the only person that you dislike on this show. So the only person that you're going to show your ass to talk about is Melody. And I'm willing to believe that's who it is. I'm going to say it. Okay. And if it ain't who you talking about, then we'll find out later. But your ass still going to get drugged. Do I take it back? And I ain't going to apologize, even if I do find out. I'll just be wrong, but you won't get no apology. Little Debbie, you sure won't. Moving on to the next scene. So then Tiffany sits down, okay, with Tisha and says to her that Kiki, okay, about Kiki, she says that if you would turn on your family, then you would do the same to me. So she's saying that she don't really want to hang with Kiki because she does not trust Kiki because of what Kiki did last season in terms of turning on Tisha, who is her first cousin, okay? So Tiffany was like, I'm going to be around that bitch because I don't trust her like that. If she'll do that to you, you her first cousin, what would she do to me? Okay, she's like, I don't want to be around her. Okay, so, which I thought was so funny. I mean, she's telling the truth. Tiffany just have a way of saying things and it's always at the wrong time. You gotta love Tiffany. You gotta love Tiffany because Tiffany, she stays talking out of turn and saying just stuff that just, it'd be right, but it'd be at the wrong time. Be right place, but wrong time with Tiffany. Tiffany is a right place, wrong time type of chick. Okay. That's the type of person you don't want to hang around because Tiffany will get your damn forehead caved in if you around the right people, child. When she run her mouth. But upon her saying that, okay, she was feeling like that Kiki was not loyal. All right, that's what she was trying to tell Tisha. So I feel like, just by looking at this scene, I feel like because of what happened in the next scene, that Tisha went back and told Kiki what was said about her from Tiffany. Okay. I feel like Tisha went back and told Kiki what Tiffany said about her in terms of her not being loyal because of what happened last season. All right. So they have a spa day. All the girls have a spa day, and they're all there in their little pink robes or whatever. They're having a little spa day, like I said. So there at the spa day is Kiki, Mel, Tisha, Tiffany, Stormi, and Kimmy. All of them are there. And they're just having, you know, regular girls talk until some mess pop off. So then Kiki gets haughty with Tiffany, okay? Which y'all know during that time is pregnant. She already had her baby. Congrats to her. For those of you that watch my channel on my community wall, I already posted. I posted pictures of her baby as well. Baby Ace is here. So she already had the baby. All right. Back to it. Kiki is very haughty with Tiffany. And she said some things to Tiffany that she was kind of bothered by, all right? And she says that it absolutely irritated her. And I feel like Tisha went back, like I said, and put a bug in Kiki's ear to make her feel that way towards Tiffany, because prior to that, she had no issue with Tiffany. So upon her hearing what Tisha said, and I'm going to say that's what was done, because why would you feel a way about Tiffany if Tiffany did nothing to you? But then Tiffany done poured her heart out to Tisha and told her something negative about Kiki. And I feel like she done went back and told her because that's her cousin. So then Tiffany says, abso-fucking-lutely not. See, I know she got that popping out. So then Tisha kind of jumps in to kind of de-escalate things between the two of them, okay? So then Stormi kind of jumps in this situation. No conversation had nothing to do with Stormi. And y'all know Stormi lives to have a moment. She's trying to get more screen time. This situation had nothing to do with her, just like the conversation last season at the Galentine had nothing to do with her. It was between Tisha and Mel. So she jumped in so that she could get more screen time, and that's exactly what she did in this moment. She jumps in and she starts coming for Tisha, and then she starts cussing. And then she also says something to Kiki, all right? So then Tisha goes over to calm Kiki down. She's holding her face. She's talking to her, trying to talk her off the ledge, honey, because Kiki is ready to be on her. Kiki look like she'll snap off on that ass. And Tisha know it, because she done went over there. You know when somebody got to hold your face and talk to you, honey? When you about to pop off, you got that pop off in you. Oh, she was seeing red. She was mad. Kiki was actually mad at this situation. And I don't know what the hell she thought she was going to do, because Tiffany was pregnant. You were going to run over there and fight the girl? She got a whole baby. And Tiffany like she was about to give birth any day. But she was still talking her shit. You can't be talking shit when you're pregnant like that, because some people don't give a damn if you're pregnant. But anyway, so Tisha went over to go and calm down Kiki, okay? Melody was like, I ain't here for this shit. I'm about to go. So Melody gets up. She walks out, okay? She was not feeling the drama, and I feel her on that. Melody's like, look, I'm in my peace place. Y'all going to have this mess right here and fuss and fight and do that. I'm out. She chucked up the dude. She was out. So then Stormi yells at Kiki to shut the up, okay? Acting ghetto and loud in this establishment, honey. Like I said, it ain't had nothing to do with her. All right. So then Kiki mentions popping Stormi. Okay. She already on the So Kiki, she mentions popping Stormi. And then Stormi says to Kiki, and you would have got popped. She said, and your ass would have got popped the fuck back too. That's what she says to her. So they exchanging words and they're just being real ghetto. So Kiki mentions popping Stormi, and Stormi was like, yeah, your ass gonna get popped the fuck back if you do. Okay, so pop me, you're gonna get popped back. So I feel on that. Now you ain't gonna be putting no hands, honey. Don't lay no hands unless you're trying to pray for me. And then I don't want everybody praying for me either. But if you're gonna be laying hands, just know these hands is coming back. But so then Tiffany gets up and she leaves the room too, because she didn't want to be in that space. Y'all know she's pregnant, because it was starting to get heightened. They were starting to argue. She was like, look, if they're gonna be throwing blows, I definitely ain't about to be up in here, and I'm pregnant. So she gets her ass up and she walks out behind Melody. All right. Next scene. So Sheree and Tiffany, they're sitting down at the table. Okay. So Tiffany says to Sheree, she said, what is it like dating someone who has a reputation for being a cheater? Okay. Y'all know who she's talking about. She's talking about Martell, honey. So Sheree then looks confused. And I'm just like, what you looking confused for? Okay. Because you know you have a roster of ain't shit men that you live to date, Sheree. Every man that you've ever been with and or dated have been ain't shit men. And Martell is not an exception to the rule. All right. Like you didn't know Martell won't shit. You knew exactly who she was talking about. You knew his ass cheated. You knew he had a whole baby on Melody during his marriage, which is why he was divorced. You knew that, but you just had to have him. You just had to have him, just like you had to have Tyrone's ass, who stayed in prison the entire time that you was with him. Okay. So she comes back at Tiffany after Tiffany said what she said to her. She says, you know, I do watch your show. She says, and you did too, meaning that she's trying to say that Tiffany cheated too. And I'm just like, okay. Tiffany shared last season, as you guys know, that she cheated on her boyfriend. And that's whenever Tisha says that Tiffany don't ever share her business and they don't know anything about her. So Tiffany put it out there that back in high school that she cheated on her boyfriend, which was irrelevant. She was young and dumb at the time, okay? That's what high schoolers do. You see somebody else that's about it like that, then you over there with the next one, okay? So then Sheree, she's going to try to say, well, you cheated too, as to try to say that she watched the show and she's trying to say that Tiffany cheated on her husband. No, she did not say she cheated on her husband. She said she cheated on her boyfriend, okay? She's speaking of high school. And speaking of high school, Sheree, because your ass didn't graduate high school, and had you stayed your ass in school and not been a dropout like your fake ass boyfriend Martell, your comprehension skills would have been on, and you would have been knowing what your ass was talking about. But you try to come back and talk shit to Tiffany and on your get back, and your get back was wrong. You said you watched the show and saw that Tiffany cheated too. No, Tiffany said she cheated on her boyfriend. She never cheated on Lewis. And the man that she was with prior to that, she left him because he didn't have no money. So you ain't have your facts straight when you was trying to be coming back at Tiffany for telling you that you out here dating an ain't shit man when you know he ain't shit. You out here taking up for Martell when you already know why he was divorced. Melody divorced him because he cheated and had a child with Ariane. But you out here trying to be on your get back and talking junk and trying to come for Tiffany, and you look stupid. Had you stayed your ass in school, your comprehension skills would have been better. That's all I'm saying. You slow, Martell slow too. Y'all belong together. Okay? Period. She left her ex-husband because he was broke. He ain't had no money. She already said it. So since you watched this show, I don't know, maybe your cable went out over there. Maybe they turned your cable out over there because you know you don't like to pay nobody over there, Sheree. So maybe in the middle of you watching the show, they turn your damn cable off because you don't pay your bills. And that's all over Atlanta that you don't pay nobody. So maybe Comcast done turned your damn cable off in the middle of you watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, and you ain't see that part, and you done made some shit up. So now you trying to come back and talk junk, and you look stupid in the process because that's not what was said on the show. That's not what was said. So now you got egg on your damn face, the horse face too. You know you got a horse face, a long horse face, and that ponytail that you had on was not giving either. Sure, right. Take your ass on back over there to Real Housewives of Atlanta where they like you over there. Because don't nobody see it for you over here. Because they already know you with Martell who ain't shit, and you ain't shit either. Period. You ain't shit either. You ain't shit either. You ain't. Your comprehension skill is off. You were looking at a whole show and you couldn't even comprehend the fact that this woman said that she cheated on her boyfriend and she ain't never cheated on her husband. But you getting cheated on. Did you know that? Did you watch that show? Martell's still dropping off dick over there to Ariane. And you still running around here defending him. Well, let me just tell you about you. No, let me tell you about you. Your slow ass. Go back to school and get an education. Okay? Put your helmet on and go back to school with your slow ass. Next thing, Tiffany meets up with Marceau and Martell. Tiffany tells Marceau, okay, to simmer down after he hops into a conversation about Sheree and Martell that she had with Sheree prior. Okay, they were talking about the whole cheating thing. She's telling Marceau to simmer down. They ain't even had nothing to do with Marceau. Why you even speaking? You need to worry about your own damn marriage that ain't going nowhere. Because your marriage is a farce as well. So why you jumping in a situation between Martell and Sheree, that had nothing to do with you. Focus on why you treating your wife disrespectfully. Why you over here trying to be super saver hoe with your cape on and somebody else's business with your little baby teeth. Worry about your own issues, baby teeth. And go somewhere and find you a sock to wear for your photo shoot. You should be going digging through that nasty ass room trying to find your football socks so you can be ready for your photo shoot coming up. So you can stuff them drawers since you are lacking in that department, sir. Go home and tell TS teacher to get all that mess up out the floor so y'all can find y'all football socks in that nasty ass house y'all living over there. That's where your focus needs to be. Okay, if you can find the socks, so that house be a damn mess, child. Moving on. So then Martell, child, says to Tiffany, says, as educated as you are, says you actually asked Sheree how it felt to be with someone who's a known cheater. Why is that a surprise to you? Why is that a surprise to you, Martell, that somebody would even mention your name and cheat in the same sentence. Why is that a surprise to you? Like you don't know that your ass be out here cheating and that you cheated the entire marriage. That's not a surprise. Okay. I don't know why that's a surprise to you. But sit your funky skunk loafer wearing ass back, Martell. That's what you need to do. Sit back with your funky feet. Maybe them fumes from your shoes is coming up through your nose and disheveling your brain to where you can't think straight. Okay. Because Sheree, maybe the fumes done got in her nose too. Because she didn't even know what was going on in terms of what she was watching. Now you don't even know what's going on because them same fumes done discombobulated your ass over there. But anywho, so then Martell, okay, says that at the end of the day that she's who I'm seeing, okay? She's my date. Fake date as well, okay? Fake date. Moving on. So then Lewis and Tiffany, they're talking. Tiffany goes to Lewis to tell him about Martell and Marceau coming up to her and having a conversation with her about Sheree. She felt that it was disrespectful. Lewis was mad about it because one, Tiffany is pregnant, and two, the audacity of you to approach my wife and question her because she is a female. If you got a problem with me, come and see me. Don't talk to my wife. And that's just how it's supposed to be. Two men should not be ganging up on and or questioning another man's wife. Period. If I got a problem with a dude, I ain't got to say nothing to him. My husband got that, and I know that. I ain't got to worry about it. I ain't got to argue with no man when I got one because he gonna handle that thing, and that's how it's supposed to be. And that's what I'm talking about with these biatches. They live to argue with women, and they see nothing wrong with the fact that they ran up on this girl. One, she's pregnant. Two, that was not your place to do that. That ain't your woman. You shouldn't have said nothing to her on any level beyond high and by. That's the only thing you owe her, and you really ain't got to give her that. You don't question her and sit her down and ask her anything about her education level. She's free to say whatever she want to say. She was talking to another woman, but because y'all two females, Marceau and Martell, decided to bring y'all ass into the situation, now y'all got to be checked by her husband because your ass was talking out of turn. Nobody asked you nothing. You knew your relationship was fake. Marceau, your relationship, I don't know what the hell it is. According to Carlos King, an open relationship, like he said, reality shows, that's what they do. Reality situations, marriages, be open. So worry about your own situations. You can't give nobody any type of marital advice, any type of relationship advice. And you feel like because you've been married, just like Tisha said, for 16 years, it ain't perfect enough for you to be giving nobody advice on any type of level. Lewis felt a way about it, and Lewis says to Tiffany that they gonna get it all. He says, I promise that I'm not backing off. And I was like, yes, Lewis, handle that. Check that. They should have said nothing to her. That's not your place. Excuse me. It's not your place. Who are you to come up to this woman and say anything to her? Next scene, we're getting to the end of it, y'all. Lewis, Marceau, Martell, and Maurice meet up to discuss, okay, them coming for Tiffany. Lewis is heated. He wants to know what the hell was going on, what was said. Okay, Lewis says to Marceau and Martell, says, did Tiffany disrespect her to a point to where it could have been physical? So both Martell and Marceau says yes. Marceau, how you know you weren't there? Martell, you wasn't there. It was all hearsay. You going by what Sheree told you. Okay. So then Marceau says to Lewis, says that Tiffany should have got smacked for asking that. So now you promoting violence of a woman being hit. Is that what you do at home when you don't get your way? Because that's what it sounds like. You saying that another man's wife should be smacked for asking a question that she want to ask to another woman when she was not talking to you. So now you feel that it's appropriate for somebody to be smacked. That speaks volumes. What's going on over there in your house, sir? What is going on over there in your house for that to even come out of your mouth to say that she should have been smacked? So then Lewis responds and says that you crazy as fuck. Okay. Says that the next time something happens, I'm going to go to your wife. How about that? The next time I got a question about something, I ain't coming to you. I'm going to go to your wife. I'm going to say something to her and see how your ass feel about that. So then Marceau responds to Lewis by saying, and you're not going to go to my wife. Oh, so it's not appropriate for Lewis to go to Tisha and say something to Tisha whenever she's out of line in terms of running her mouth, because she lives to do that. But it's okay for you to approach his pregnant wife, who is probably due now any day, for a situation that was never your business from the start. Nobody asked your baby teeth to say nothing and or question her or get into a middle of a situation because you were told something by Martell, which we know he lies all the time. Sheree is a liar as well. So Sheree went back and told Martell some shit that was said and then probably added something onto it. And then went back and told Martell, like I said, and then Martell then went back and told Marceau, which then by the time they got to Marceau, it was probably 10,000 things added onto it to make it seem like it was worse than what it really was. Yes, we do know that Tiffany is messy as hell, but it was not Marceau's place, nor was it Martell's place to say anything. Two women were talking. They should have let it be just that. So now you've created a situation that has snowballed into an altercation that did not have to be, because two biatches could not mind their business and stay out of it. Martell, you know you're a cheater. So why you would carry that on into a situation that it didn't have to be further shows how much bitch assness you have in you, sir. Let's go on. Lewis says to Martell, it says, you have a point, but were you right in your point? Martell says, of course I'm right. So then Lewis says to Martell, it says that you could have come to me, and that's the truth. You could have come to me. Martell says, I ain't got to come to you. Okay, so of course this situation starts to escalate, as y'all can see. You should have came to me. I ain't got to come to you. So then they start stepping to each other like it's getting ready to be a physical altercation, okay? Lewis and Martell, they get into each other's faces and they start squaring up. Okay, I keep saying I don't know. I think Big Lou could have took him. No. I think Big Lou could have took him because y'all know Martell pants be tight and he can't move like that. He can't be moving like that. I felt like Big Lou could have took him down if he wanted to. So then Maurice, of course, he is holding the two of them back so they don't, they don't get into no little squabble. Okay. Yeah, he's holding them back. So that pretty much is the end of that, you guys. That was pretty much the end of that little scene because, like I said, they showed short clips in between of what was going to happen in the new season to come. Okay. And as I was saying, a man should never approach another man's wife about a conversation at all. Okay. And it just should never happen. I just don't think that it should ever happen. All right. Marceau, like I said, he lives to argue with women. He do it all the time on IG. He stays on IG when he's supposed to be such a busy businessman, but he has all the time in the world to be on IG and be arguing with women. And this particular scene was no different. All right. Martell, like I said, he only squares up with females because he himself is a female. All right. And he lives to argue with women as well. Look at how he does Melody every time he's in her presence. He lives to argue with her because that feeds him. That feeds into him for her to do that, because any type of attention that makes him feel good or bad. And that's how narcissists feel. All right. That's how they are. So neither Martell nor Marceau, like I said, have a respect for women. They don't respect. Martell did not respect Melody as his wife, and Marceau does not respect Tisha as his now wife. Okay. Maurice does not respect Kimmy. Okay. And I don't know how the hell they were raised as men in that house. They seem to have such love and admiration for their mother, but I do not feel like they were raised to be respectful men. Okay, I don't know who the hell raised them. I know they said their father wasn't in the house, so I'm willing to believe that their mother raised them. So I don't think she did a great job in terms of the way they treat women. Okay, it just seems very odd the way that they love their mother and then the way that they treat their wives. It just seems very, weird. It seems very weird. But yeah, so the both of them kind of grew up, honey, to be two grown men, honey, with legs, breast, and hips, as we've seen. All right. So the season, like I said, would be a pretty much the same BS. Okay, be pretty much the same BS that we've seen. Fake storylines, lies, and alibis, child. The only difference is they've switched out not Miss Wanda. They done switched out Wanda, honey, for Stormi's mama, honey, Freddy Krueger face. They done switched her out from Wanda. That's the only difference that I see. And they done upgraded Stormi's spot to a more permanent role versus a friend to the show. And they've also bumped Kiki up to a more permanent spot as well. And they've taken Destiny out because she didn't want to share her life. So it's the same bullshit, y'all, and just a different day. That's what it is. That's all I see. Okay. But I'm not too much feeling Sheree being on the show because I feel like she bring nothing to the show. I think that they thought it was going to help boost the ratings. I don't really like seeing her on the show because she won't really give what she needed to give on her own damn show over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she's really not giving what she needs to give over here on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. And that's all I feel about this new season. I do feel like I said, that Maurice is using Monster and Kyra as his storyline because he does not have one. And I do still feel like Tisha and Marceau is still on the same BS as they are every season. So that's pretty much all I have, you guys, for this particular 100th episode, my review on it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a good laugh and a gag. I sure did. I try to give you guys every little detail that was given to me in terms of what I saw on the 100th episode review. All right, so please go ahead and hit that like button. This is the end of the video. Gosh, an hour and 30 minutes. Good God, we got 765 in the building and 618 likes. That's pretty good. I see the likes going up. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Y'all say, see y'all talking about Betty Kruger. Child, that's who I done named her, honey. Betty Kruger. We got a Freddy Krueger, now we got a Betty Kruger. But thank you guys so much. She said, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it, Denise Green. Thanks for watching, dear. Thank you guys. I see the hearts. I see the thumbs up. Thank y'all. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that like button. She said, I loved every minute. I appreciate it. Y'all know I like to do reviews. And I will be reviewing the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So for those of you that are not watching the show, and if you watch the show and you just want to hear the review, come on over here. The show will be on the 8th. Okay. It will start April the 8th. And I will be here to review it, okay, and put my stank on it so y'all can get y'all laugh and a gag. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get on out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm gonna go watch Queens of R&B for those of you that watch it with SWV and Escape. Okay, let's get ready to come on here shortly if it's not already on. I am DVRing it. So you guys enjoy your day, the rest of your day, the rest of your night. We will see each other tomorrow for Car Chronicles, okay? Love you guys that way. If you did not subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and do that. Please hit the like button. And also, please hit that notification bell so you will be notified the next time that we have another video. All right? Love you guys down and goodbye.